Okay.
Would you prefer to do this
Maybe,
vertically or horizontally?
maybe horizontally, yeah.
Okay.
Know a lot of people who are kind of demotivated, especially when it comes to fitness. Like, if you're a runner yourself, you can't go outside. I mean, it's a drastic change for all of us, right? But this
I've
is
been
the
running
time.
outside.
Oh, really?
I just ran out. I'm gonna position myself real quick.
Oh, sure.
'Cause I just changed. I actually just changed my room.
Mm.
Um,
Why
uh,
why did you decide to change it?
out of boredom, and I just felt like I wanted more space.
Hmm.
I probably changed it around like 4 or 5 times this year already. Actually, do you mind if I just hold my camera? And wait, what was the main question again?
Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another vlog. So this is gonna be another interview, and today we're again lucky to have someone with us whom I think is, if not one of the perfect people who can share insights to us related to this topic that we have. So I've known him since I used to join some of the sessions of Adidas Runners Manila before, wherein he is the head captain. So when it comes to running, this guy is one of the people that I really look up to. And he's also a multi-sports athlete and the winner of Century Tuna Superbods Ageless 2018. So everyone, let's welcome Coach Jules Aquino.
Hey, Coach Jules.
Hey,
What's up?
how's it going, everybody?
First off, thank you so much for accepting my invite and welcome to my vlog. And we're really so excited to hear from you. So probably let's kick this off with you sharing a bit about yourself, like details of what do you do and your fitness
Mm-hmm.
background,
Mm-hmm.
just so the viewers can get to know you a little more.
Okay. Well, first of all, thanks for inviting me to do this with you. Um, so guys, my fitness background started really ever since birth. I don't know. Apparently, when I was a few months old already, my parents had me in floaties swimming in a pool.
Mhm.
Um, so I've been swimming for 11 years. When I moved to the US, I didn't really know a lot of people. I moved there when I was 7.
Mhm.
And one of the ways for me to connect with people was through sports.
Yeah.
And there I got involved with soccer. I did American football for 4 years, track and field for 3 years there. And then when I moved here, I did it for, I can't remember, for 3 or 4 years for UP Diliman. I played basketball for 4 to 6 years, a bunch of other sports. Now, after UP, I did Superbods, and I kind of wanted to make a statement because I'm not like the most model-esque guy. I do some modeling,
Mhm.
but I feel like a lot of the winners were more models than there were
Mhm.
more fitness people. Like there are a lot of good-looking guys there,
Mhm.
and I'm not trying to like discredit the
Mhm.
work that they did to achieve their body, but a lot of them were just gym goers. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
not saying that they're not healthy, but I wanted to represent the
Mhm.
athletes. Got into Adidas runners prior to the Superbods. If it's really
Mhm.
fun being able to use your body,
Yeah.
and again, like
Mhm.
it started with me connecting with people. So like here we are talking about you and I talking, and you did Adidas runners.
Yeah.
You know, in Adidas runners, we average like 100 participants maybe, and
Mhm.
those people, branch off to other sports. Some of them will be like, hey, let's go play American football or flag football at Blue Pitch Field in Makati, or we cross train with Spartan. Some of the participants cross train with the
Mhm.
Spartan
Yep.
group. It's nice being in fitness because
Yeah.
there's plenty of communities
Mhm.
out there for it.
I agree. I agree. And I'm a witness to that support group, especially when we were training for the marathon. Like all the runners are just so supportive. Really, really grateful to that community. Probably
Oh yeah.
just a curious question from me. you seem to be like a certified multi-sports athlete. Is there a sport that you don't know how to play and that you've always been wanting to learn how to do it?
I would like to know how to do parkour and gymnastics
Mm,
because I think it's more so gymnastics because I think it's amazing what people can do and achieve. And it's like, just man, how do you use your body like that? I don't
mm.
know. It's crazy.
No
Um,
plans of
I
joining
was
triathlon?
no, I was in the well, because like all the sports I did were explosive
Hmm.
sports,
Right.
back and forth, required agility. So I was never really into long distance, as funny as that sounds. I
Mm-hmm.
just started getting into long distance because of Adidas runners, and I'm thankful for them because it helped me. They motivated me to become a better long distance runner.
For
Oh, what about
sharing.
you?
Hmm. Well, I have a lot of sports to learn. I'm not a multi-sports athlete. I just do swimming, running, basically, gym classes like boxing, yoga.
Hmm.
I try to make it dynamic because that is what is sustainable for me. I like running is my core
Yeah,
sport, but I try to do everything from yoga, boxing, CrossFit.
variety.
Now I'm kind of focusing on CrossFit since it's something that I can do at home and I can't run, so I have to stay sane and find other
Do you,
ways.
do you think you're gonna compete in CrossFit? Any CrossFit competitions?
Hopefully, but not anytime soon. But I know
Hey,
we'll get into that. Hopefully,
hey, I
since I
might
just
join you. I like CrossFit.
yeah. I'll jump onto the main topic for today. So,
Hmm.
we're all stuck at home. We have so much time, and most of the people, they actually see it as a chance to start doing something, learning a new skill, which is
Exactly.
something good. Yeah, because it makes you productive. And one of the top things that I hear from people that they want to kick off is to actually fitness journey. However, for some people, and I know it myself because I've been there before, they find it difficult to know where to start, whether via trying out a new diet or learning a new skill or just simply
Yeah,
starting to
yeah.
work out. So, as a multi sports athlete, as a fitness enthusiast and coach, do you have some tips on how can you actually start your fitness journey and set your goals?
Man, a lot of people are gonna say just start. Because like you said it yourself,
Really?
you said it yourself. Actually, we have a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I guess and you said another keyword, goal. So I guess you want to figure out what your goal is, kind of just like a step-by-step process. Like, what are the prerequisites for me to reach my goal? Is it flexible? So you got to know where your goal is, what your goal is, and that's gonna help give you guidance and give you a direction of where you want to go. And do your research because there is a lot of time. You could go on YouTube, you could go on Instagram. A lot of people are posting a lot of information. It's your job to weed out
Mm-hmm.
bad information. It's your job to know what there is credible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just do your research. With fitness, it's kind of a trial and error because you're gonna learn about your body, especially if you're a beginner. Don't get discouraged because you're gonna have a lot of crap. I can't do that, and have fun. Actually, one of my biggest tips is to have fun because for me, it's fun. So find something that you like doing and work
Mm-hmm.
towards it. Make sure it's fun. Have a goal, make sure you actually like doing it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't just do it for, I mean, yeah, some people, oh yeah, I just want abs. But
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna drive you more if you personally really like doing what you do.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes all it just takes to start something is to actually start it, literally, right? You have to kick off
Yeah.
doing it. Yeah, that's what it takes. Now, for some, okay, they have already started, they have already set these goals, but what makes it difficult is to actually sustain it or to stay focused on
Mm.
whatever goals they have set. So, do you have some tips on how can you keep yourself motivated? How can you keep yourself focused on the goals that you've set when you were starting?
Eat carbs. All
I agree.
right, so you're eat carbs. Um, a lot of people who are probably struggling are people who want to like shred really fast or diet, and they want to look good. So I feel like for a lot of people who don't really know what they're doing yet,
Mm,
their immediate thought is, I'm going to work out and then I'm going to cut my calories.
mhm,
And cutting calories usually means avoiding carbs
mhm.
for most
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Um, little do most people know, your body's main energy source, period, is carbs. It goes carbs, fat, then protein. But protein, your body doesn't want to use protein because protein is used for growth and repairs, and your body's main energy source is carbs. And you actually need fat to digest some vitamins. You know what I mean? Like having a healthy, balanced diet helps kind of get your body going and helps your body functioning optimally. So if you're taking out a key macronutrient, um, you might crash. So, like we were talking about previously, we were talking about having the goal and
Mm,
having fun with it.
mm,
Um, so like I actually build my own programs. Like I'll have a, a whole phase of 1 to 4 weeks. So if I'm beating up my body for 1, 2, 3 weeks, so I train about like 10, maybe 12 times a week. Yeah, it's kind of insane. Um, Sometimes 2, 3 times a day.
mm,
But I plan it out so I have heavy days, light days, medium days.
mm,
I have rest day. I still have 2 rest days a week,
mm,
which is Wednesday and Sunday most likely. And then on the third, so first 1 to 3 weeks, I'm gonna kill myself. Um, but if I start feeling that, okay, I'm actually not able to lift as much I was doing the previous week, or I just don't feel like I'm recovering fast enough, and I just feel like I'm beat up all the time, I'm gonna take a rest week. Doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna do nothing. A rest week just means you're gonna cut the set. Like
mm,
say if you're doing 4 sets of 10, for example, for the first 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going to do 2 sets of 10 on my rest week. A lot of people forget that your body has to adapt to things.
mm,
So if you don't give it time to rest, you're not going to adapt and you're just going to keep breaking your body down further and further and further. And then you're going to cause injury. And then you're going to be gone for like a month or two. And then you're basically starting all over.
mm,
So a lot of people who first get into fitness without like proper planning or goal setting, they get into it really hard, which is great, but they crash really hard, just like
mm,
dieting.
yeah. And maybe just to add related to goal setting, I think that also pays to create realistic and attainable goals, especially when you're starting. Because just to
Shoot for the
share,
stars.
yeah, because just to share, when I was just starting to run, like just in just my first month of running, I immediately decided to join the sub 1 10K challenge. If you're familiar with it, wherein you have to finish 10K in an hour. And as a runner,
Yeah.
it's not an easy thing to do for a beginner. It requires training, and
Mm-mm.
I was just 1 month old and running. So I ended up injuring myself because I
Ooh.
pushed myself way too hard. I got a muscle torn in my hip, and I was not able to run for 6 months. That's the price
Yeah.
I had to pay. Yeah. So maybe lesson learned from there is that don't do too much too soon, and you have to set realistic goals, not just because it would help you avoid failures, but it would help you also
Yeah.
avoid having or causing harm to yourself, right? Especially in terms
Hmm.
of fitness
Hmm.
and sport.
Yeah, but I mean, look, at least you learned, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
from pushing yourself, and that's part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
feel like you're not I feel like to be an athlete, you really have to get injured somewhere
Yes.
to
Actually,
gain some kind of body
kind of a lot of
awareness.
times.
Man, I messed up my quick thing. So
Yeah.
like I got into an accident, broke this. I
Oh.
know, got scar here. I've had 3 concussions. I damaged the nerves in my neck to the point I couldn't move my right arm.
Oh.
My right foot turned 180 degrees around. So basically facing forward now, it was facing backwards because somebody fell on my leg. So it broke both the
Uh-huh.
bones, tore all the ligaments. I broke my thumb, tore my MCL on my knee, my left knee, broke my left tibia, the tibia on my left leg. What else? Plenty of strains and tears.
Mhm.
So, and I'm in the best shape of my life because I've learned to listen on my body.
Mhm.
I've learned to do things properly, um, and yeah, I just continue. There are a lot of people who are like, I'm injured. I'm not going to move. No, actually,
Mhm. Mhm.
I've continue to move.
Okay, so Jules, probably just to wrap this up. So, we're all stuck at home. We're in a very depressing situation right now, and as said a while ago, a lot of people are becoming demotivated, especially when it comes to fitness, because it's such a drastic change for us, especially for active people. So some of them, they're already losing their motivation to be active and be healthy
Yeah.
because it's a challenge to do it today. So can you share some tips on how do you actually keep yourself motivated at this time, both physically and
Hmm.
emotionally?
I don't think of it as depressing or challenging at all. Um, because I have all the time to do whatever I want at
Mm,
home, whether it's play video games, read a book, learn something new, do as much. I wouldn't be working out 12 times, but for people who are really struggling, just be productive. Maybe you should like journal, sit down and think to yourself,
mm,
get to know yourself a little bit
mhm,
better. Just kind of question like, okay, why is this pissing me off, or why am I bored, or um, why is this driving me insane? Maybe because you're doing nothing about it.
mhm,
What can you do right now that's gonna help you get towards where you want to be, whatever
mhm,
it is? If you just wake up, roll out of bed and do like 5 minutes stretching,
mhm.
it's eventually gonna develop into a habit. So it
Yes,
takes about 21,
agree.
it says 21 days to
21
make a
days.
habit.
Yes, yes.
It actually about 21 days also to make an adaptation in your body. And right now there's no excuse not to
Yeah.
do the things you said you would do. It's just all you.
Mm,
Right now, it's nobody's fault. You can't blame work. You can't blame the person that ruined your mood in the MRT
mm,
because he stepped on your shoes or coughed on your face or something.
yeah,
You can't blame anybody but yourself with all this time that we have.
yeah.
I know I'm in a lucky situation. I've got
Mm,
space. I can actually go running outside. You just gotta, no excuse. When you get the
mhm,
chance to move, move.
yeah.
You only have one body,
Mm,
and that's what it takes to stay healthy in all this.
mm.
Actually, it's just move. You know what I mean? Like they say, working out releases one of those feel good hormones,
Endorphins.
endorphins. You know, like you said, realistic. It doesn't have to be a killer workout.
Mm,
You can do it for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. A
mhm,
lot of people who are doing Zoom or IG live session, it's always like 10 to 15-minute workouts.
mm, mm,
Just start slow,
mm.
but keep moving forward.
Take this time to reflect, to list down your goals, what you actually want to attain, and probably you'll get the groove to start working out towards those goals. So,
Yeah,
yeah, we can probably make this time productive for us and to actually work for us
gotta,
in a weird way.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Coach Jules.
yeah.
Really, really good insights, and I'm sure the viewers really got a lot from this talk, especially those
Hmm.
who want to kick off their fitness journey, because I know a lot who would want to start doing that today, and I think they already have an idea now. Okay, how can I start? How
Yeah,
can I actually set my goals? So thank you for that. Yeah. To everyone watching, please comment down below if you can relate or if you have other questions. Just feel free to ask them or make some comments. Thank you, Coach Jules.
yeah. Maybe we could do like a part two, and I can
Yeah,
answer those questions if you're
yeah,
up for that.
sure, sure.
But yeah, if you guys have any if you guys have questions, I can
Mhm.
probably answer them on Instagram,
Right.
whichever.
Thanks, Coach Jules. More power
Thank
to you,
you.
and hope to catch you in some of the other sessions of Adidas Runners Manila once this
see you in
quarantine is
see you
lifted.
in 2021.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye
Thank you.
bye. Thank you.